Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and I'm joined today by Tomer. How's it going, Tomer?
I'm doing well, Seth. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. So it's been a while. We had the set release of Hour of Devastation and lots of extra stuff going on with that. So it's been a while since we've had an episode of This or That Magic, but we're back with another episode, and not only an episode, but maybe one of the most talked about and pressing Magic questions in the community. This is a hot button issue. So this is This or That Magic, net decks or homebrews. So Tomer, which side of the net decking homebrewing argument are you supporting today?
Well, as you said, it's a very controversial topic. People get into very heated debates. When you go to an F&M, for example, people are upset that there's a net deck, and then people are upset that there's all these homebrews, so you can't test out your deck for a competitive setting, and yada, yada, yada. So we're going to settle it, figure out which is the superior one in every context, every single context. So I'm going to be repping the homebrews. I am an advocate of homebrews. I usually run my own stuff, even though it's usually worse. And this week is probably going to be the same thing. It's definitely a homebrew deck. It focuses on houses and homes, and I take that theme quite stretched, I would say. It was very hard. It was very hard to build a deck that depicts actual homes, and have homely names, homely words in the names and everything. It's very hard to search by artwork, so I had to take the idea of home and stretch it out a little bit. And hopefully you guys will be entertained by what I found.
So what I'm hearing is you're a filthy casual noob, right?
I'm filthy casual, and it was a lot of work, so I took some shortcuts.
Well, yes, I'm supporting the net decks. I'm the net decker. I peeled my deck off the internet and going to smash Tomer's face with it because it's way better than anything he could brew up on his own. Actually, though, building a net deck was harder than I thought. There are a few cards that refer to net directly, and like you said, it's hard to search by art. We need a good art search engine in Magic, and I haven't found one yet. So I had to take a few liberties, but I think I'm mostly on point because I realized that net, one of its synonyms is actually web, which led me to spiders. So I'm a mono green deck with a lot of spiders because of the web connection, but we also have some tangles. We have some words that start with net, even though they're not nets, specifically a lot of nettle things. So if you emphasize the first part of the word, it works. So tangles and traps and webs and nets. So we'll see how it goes, but we're going to answer this age-old question once and for all. This is the final word on net decks versus homebrews. So, Tomer, are you ready to go?
Oh, I'm ready. I win the die roll. Good omens. If only I could win them in Commander Clash, then I'd be really set.
Oh, this hand's actually pretty good.
This hand has a lot of lands. Oof. I think I have to mull it. I haven't played a good old 1-versus-1 game in a while, though, but I'm thinking that 5 lands and doing nothing until turn 3 is probably a bad idea.
Yeah, maybe, probably.
I'm gonna mull it. I can do better. This is better.
I'm gonna keep. I mean, I am playing mono green net deck, so I can't ask for too much.
Yeah, this is... Oh. No, not in this hand. We'll just play Swamp, start it off.
Okay. Well, we're gonna start netting right from the beginning. We have a Nettle Sentinel.
Nice. Oh, okay.
I think my deck, last time I looked, cost 5 ticks, and like 4.5 ticks were Nettle Sentinel.
Oh yeah, it is quite popular in Pauper, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's where the price comes from. So we'll get in with our Nettle Sentinel.
And mine's a bit pricier just because we usually go ham on the lands for mana fixing. So I am having a scrub land. I do have a marsh flats. I kind of increases the price a little bit. All right, so the first card that I can run. So as I said, I had to stretch the theme a little bit, and the first step of stretching the theme is Teysa Orzhov Sion, and she is in a church. The background is in a church, and fun fact, she's the scion of Orzhov, and the home of Orzhov is the church.
Okay, so she's sort of in her home then, sort of.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy that. What do we do here? Sack 3 white creatures. What does this do? Oh. I think
pretty good.
I think we're just going to start netting things. We have Arachnus Web, which is basically a net from a spider.
That's good.
Yeah. No activated abilities for you, or blocking. And I get to untap my Nettle Sentinel.
Pacifism in green.
And it's even tutorable by a spider.
I like the flavor of that quite a bit.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
All right, well we're gonna continue the fun times with Sheldoran Home Guard. This is just straight up on theme. Home Guard.
Oh dear.
Homebrews.
How do I ever get through a 1/6?
It's even better. It gives itself -1 counters.
And it makes deserter tokens? I gotta see these. I've never seen it as... Oh, no.
Are you gonna get rid of it?
I'm sure this is the correct thing to do, but I'm torn because I want to see a deserter token.
The viewers, they need to see this token.
So do I. Alright, we're not gonna do that yet. We're gonna play Aronis's Monument, which... doesn't really have a good justification. My deck was pretty low in power, so I wanted a couple of green creature matters things to maybe function like a magic deck.
Yeah, that was the first thing when we looked at the deck lists before we decided to run it. I immediately saw that it maybe went a little bit overboard with my deck, so a little bit of power helps. But let's see this first token that I'm very excited about.
Yeah, I gotta see the deserter.
Alright, he's getting in there. He's getting in there for 1 damage.
Okay. Yes. Here it comes.
Trigger happens. Whoa!
Yes! It's running away. It is literally deserting.
That's amazing. There's no way this was the original token for it, too.
No, it looks a little too modern.
When did they have another deserter token art? That's impressive.
That's really, yeah. I've never seen that token before.
Well, I have another card that also produces tokens.
Oh dear.
Send your autocrat, and you might be wondering, there's no home in the name. He's not in a house or any sort of home. So what's the deal with him? Well, actually, Send Your Autocrat was made printed in a set called Homelands.
Oh.
So because he's in Homelands, he is in the homebrew deck.
You have a lot of 0/1s.
A lot of 0/1s. They're gonna get you.
Alright, so we are going to start casting stuff. I think we will play Geist Trappers, which, a net, if you think of what it does, it traps things, just like your Teysa. And that lets us pump up our Nettle Sentinel.
Okay.
And I don't think we're going to Soul Bond here. We'll just go attacking. Trample is nice on a board full of 0/1s. Makes chumping a bit trickier.
Yeah, interesting. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to block.
Okay. Do you have a Homely Wrath in your deck? Oh boy.
Well, I have a little trick up my sleeve here. See, triggered activated abilities don't work, but triggered abilities still work. So now I upgraded them to 1/1 flyers.
Well, joke's on you. One thing spiders almost always have is reach.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. Well, keep attacking. No, I'll have a blocker. I'm gonna attack with my flyers though.
Okay. Maybe I should have soul bonded.
Oh yeah.
Then
you could have blocked with the trapper.
We have the perfect answer in hand though.
Uh-oh. Well, alright, well here's another thematic thing. So the home is usually associated with family. People live in homes. Families live in homes. So I went for any sort of family member that could be in that was printed in Magic, and I couldn't find any fathers. I couldn't find any brothers, and I couldn't find any sisters in black and white. It was one in green, but there is one mother, and that's Mother of Runes. So one family member is being represented.
I hope you found Grandmother Senger.
Sorry. There's another family member in the deck.
Well, that is pretty annoying. We're going to play our secret tech to be spirit tokens. Watcher of the Web. Has reach. Can block seven additional creatures each combat.
That's not bad.
So just in case you have a bunch of spirits. It can block one for each of its legs.
Jeez.
Flavor. No, we're not going to pair.
Not going to pair? Okay.
It already has reach, so... But I think... I can't even... Well, alright, we're going to attack. If you want to block with your home guard and get a deserter, that's fine.
But then the home guard would die.
Maybe.
I saw that play. I may not have seen it if it was Commander Clash, but I see it now. I'm going to block with deserter, though.
Okay. Yes.
Despite the trample. I'm going to take 3. But then... So, tragic slip. The person is falling into an early grave. Well, what is the home of the deceased? Those are graveyards. Graveyards, that is an early home for the deceased. So, it works.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh boy. Alright. I guess we're gonna attack some more. And we'll do so. I guess we'll attack the home guard, we'll attack the spirits. Mm-hmm. And this should be fine.
Yeah, we'll block.
Mm-hmm. I make another sweet deserter token. Yep. And then I will just drop down a Doom Traveler.
Okay.
Pretty simple. This is an artwork reason. You can see the houses in the background if you zoom in.
Yep. I can see the home back there. Alright, play this. And I guess we just gotta pass the turn. Ugh. That's not ideal.
I guess we'll just cycle this. Unearth, same thing, graveyard, home, yada yada. Didn't hit a land. So we'll just... Oh, probably should have... Yeah, no, this is fine. Let's just attack like so.
Well, I hate to say this, but you've activated my trap guard.
Oh, no.
Nets, of course, trap things. And we have the Baloth Cage trap.
Untaps the Sentinel.
Yeah. Also gives us a 4/4. And lets us soul bond.
Oh, the soul bond. That's a blowout.
And now we get to do some blocking. Block a spirit, or, yeah, whatever that is, a bird. Block.
Spirits.
Oh, they are spirits, okay. Yep.
Alright, I think I want to save one.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Section from green.
So we only take one.
I should have done that in response. Oh, no, then you would have just blocked a different one.
Yeah. Another spirit.
More spirits.
Well, this kind of worked out because now we get to web up the Mother of Runes.
Oh, gosh.
Which is sort of a problem for our deck.
Yeah. She is an all-star in this deck. In every deck, basically.
And I guess we get in with Nettle Sentinel.
Ugh. I'll take it. Alright, you have 2 blockers now. That's annoying. Alright, Isolate Chapel.
Oh, there's the land.
What do we do here? Ooh, oh yeah, we're definitely doing this.
Uh-oh.
Corpse Connoisseur.
Aye.
Again, lives in this area of corpses. I think.
He kind of looks like he's in his home, full of corpses.
Yeah.
Wait, can you actually tutor for something good?
I'm looking.
Are you, like, reanimating?
Good. I think this would be the best one. Teysa, Envoy of Ghosts.
Oh dear.
Nothing nefarious going on. And then I think I will just pass.
Okay. Well, I think we need to keep attacking, so let's Tangle Mantis, and we'll just untap our Nettle Sentinel. Give it
Monument.
Monument's been... Yeah. I would be in
really
trouble. Yeah, I would never be able to hurt you if it wasn't for the Monument.
Well, I think we're going to try and trade here. I think that is fine. Do you have any other pump effects? Let's see. Nothing on the board. But yeah, let's see what happens here. You know what? Just in case.
I think this is fine. So we'll order them like that, and then we actually have a literal net, silk net.
Oh no. Gains reach.
And +1/+1.
Interesting.
And it untaps. Not that really matters. So that's fine. We kill a couple things. Oh no. And you get spirits.
I get spirits.
Oh, that even with the web, Teysa's been pretty annoying and good.
So good. Imagine if you didn't web her though. That would have been exiling everything.
I'd be dead, yeah.
Okay. Well, I like how my graveyard just pops right out as soon as the Corpse Connoisseur is available. Okay. I can just start attack. I'd lose 2 flyers per turn to deal 3 damage to you. That doesn't seem good. However, I do have a way to just stop all this attacking shenanigans.
Oh no. I need to attack.
I see that.
Oh boy.
Burial rights.
Oh boy.
Again, it's coming out of its home, which was its coffin. Doesn't seem too happy about it.
Yeah.
And
it just wants to go back home.
It just wants to go back.
Well, I guess we sort of have a... Man, this game's going to go a while.
Oh,
we don't really have an answer, but this keeps you from attacking us. Although you can just unburial rights again.
Yeah, that does stop Teysa from attacking you to death. Temporarily.
For the time being.
And
it's a trap. Like nets.
It is a trap. I think I'm just gonna...
Attack with Teysa?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, you can always just unburial rights again, so... What do you think about having 2 of the same legend on the battlefield, Homer? Should that be allowed? Isn't there a favor fail?
I think it's a favor flail. Favor flail. Yeah. It's a pretty scary weapon, I guess.
All right, we will kill it. You get a spirit.
I get a spirit, and unburial rights is going to happen again.
Unfortunately, mono green is not super good at just straight up killing things.
Ta-da!
Oh, this Teysa. Well, we need a good big draw.
If you have a board wipe in green, I'll be very impressed.
Well, this is a very slow way to not die to Teysa. 5 mana a turn.
Alright.
Oh, in green when you're playing a green net deck.
Here we go.
Oh, this card is so bad. Alright. We will tap it.
Okay. No attacks. Alright. Continuing the stretch theme. Cartel Aristocrat. She's in her home, and the home is a church.
If you ever draw like a blood artist, I'm so dead.
Whoops!
Oh, no!
He's actually in his house painting. 'Cause where else would you paint?
That's a studio. It's a studio.
It's his house studio.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I think I'm dead.
I should have attacked. Ugh.
I think I'm dead anyway.
Are you dead anyway?
I think you have enough creatures, especially since you keep getting spirits when you sack your black creatures.
That is true. 8, 10, 12. Yeah, okay. I guess. Let's start sacrificing.
Oh, man. This isn't how it's supposed to go. The net decks are supposed to beat the homebrews.
You know what's... Well, technically. So, I did some research on the net, for making this deck, and I came across an Against the Odds of You black-white aristocrats deck from this cool site called MTG Goldfish. So technically,
so wait, you're a net decked homebrew, and I'm a homebrewed net deck. Is that what's going on in this episode of This or That Magic?
So which side actually wins? I don't know.
Oh man, maybe the answer won't be as definitive. All right, I mean, you have us dead. The viewers know what's happening, so I'm not gonna make you keep doing it.
Could always mess it up.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of hoping for the misclick value. It feels so wrong to me to do that, but
That's true.
yeah, I don't have a sideboard, so as a result, I think I'll run it back. So I feel like I had a chance there with my net deck. The Ronas' Monument was super sweet, but you managed to make a lot of big things eventually. All right, we'll try this.
Yeah, I think I underestimated the synergy between a Sack Outlet and Blood Artist, despite seeing it a lot in Commander.
Yeah, it's pretty good. If you, especially, I mean, you got a lot of good support cards. You just make a ton of tokens and then sack them and you win.
Yeah. Well, turn 1 Nettle Sentinel is definitely a good start. It beats out my Doom Traveler for now.
Well, we have the Majoring Network.
Oh, man.
Alright, I think we just pass for now.
Oh.
I do not.
No offense here.
Yeah. I mean, you just block and get a spirit. So we'll start storing up some counters. Ooh, that was good. We drew a land, which means we get the monument.
Monument's so good.
It's a 1-of, so I'm super happy that we drew it.
This is a 2-of. I was going to say, speaking of 1-ofs, it's actually a 2-of, my bad. It was really hard to find 60 cards for this deck. Hey, it's Teza again.
Oh, Teza. Well,
welcome.
We have some good news.
Do 1 attack?
I mean, I'll probably block.
Yeah, no. I think I want more just sack fodder.
Well, I think we do this again.
This is webbed.
Webbed.
Goodbye, Teza.
It still kind of does a lot, but at least it doesn't kill all my creatures.
Okay. Well, welcome back. This is basically just a copy of Game 1. The home guard's back. We got the home field advantage here.
Ooh, alright, well, we got a plan. We have our win condition. We didn't draw Game 1, but we drew it this game. It's the Decimator Web.
Oh, no.
It kills you in every possible way.
Yeah. Alright, let's go attacking. Yeah, you know what? Let's attack both.
I mean, I guess we just block if you got a trick. Sure.
Nah. I just want to make a deserted token. Okay, on theme land. Homeward path.
Ooh.
And that's it.
Alright. I think we're gonna pass.
Speedy game. Ooh. Alright, let's attack again.
Okay. We'll do the same thing.
Deserted tokens! Yeah, they look so cool! Okay, Mother of Rune's back. This is literally just game 1.
This is exactly... So, do we decimate? Or do we put a counter on Majoring Network? I think we have to put a counter on Majoring Network here. Since we're not hitting our lands. Alright, we'll just pass. We do have a plan. I don't know if it's good, but it is a plan.
Doesn't this work?
Uh-oh.
Wasn't that a thing?
Oh, that is a thing. Oh, Mother of Runes.
So good. Alright, now what do I do here? Sacrifice 3 white creatures, exile target creature. I think that sounds good.
You should sacrifice Tisa and Mother of Runes.
It's tempting.
You could kill my Nettle Sentinel. It's gotta be worth it.
I'm kind of killing it.
I'm gonna decimate you, Tomer. I'm warning you. I'm warning you.
It turns out that Against the Odds deck was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you have some jank in there. but
I do.
It has some good synergies.
I shouldn't have had 2 ofs.
The home guard is actually kind of good with Tisa. I would have never thought of that card as being good, or even a card, actually, until I saw you play it.
Maybe if you update that against the odds deck.
Yeah. Oh, no, this too.
Of course, guys.
This is not looking... Well... Oh,
these are one-offs, to be fair.
Oh,
These
boy.
are one-offs. I'm going to look for something else, though. Baron Senjir.
Ooh.
Who is also from Homelands. That is why he's there.
Oh, we're going to keep storing up our mana for the winter. Pass the turn.
Okay. Just like last game. Oh, actually. Let's go attacking.
Okay. Well, we got to do this. This is our one chance. We have a trap. It's the summoning trap.
Look at the top. Interesting.
And, well, I guess we just take this. It's the Arachnus Spinner.
Nah, not bad.
Not good because of Tisa, but not bad. We'll block. Yeah, okay.
Green.
More deserters.
And remember this card from
Mm-hmm.
last game? This, I don't know how I drew the same card again.
This is exact same draw.
There's singletons. Alright, the Doom Traveler is not a singleton. Taze is not a singleton. The other ones are. Play land. So now you have to pick which mana you do.
Yep. That's the type of annoying things that homebrews do to people.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta do this now. We tap our spider.
Oh! I forgot that was a thing. I'm silly.
I mean, I don't think it matters because we don't have wraths, but... Oh, no. Oh, no. So one of the problems that you hear people say about net deckers is they pick up decks from the top of the metagame page and they don't actually know how all their cards work.
Oh, man.
And that could include things like Arachnus webbing your own spiders.
Alright, we're getting rid of this.
Things are looking grim. Yeah,
That's classic net deck problems.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Did you draw Tisa Part 2? You did. It's the exact... How do you draw all the exact same cards in a singleton deck? How?
Just like how I drew it up.
Oh... Alright, well, we have an answer.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
I just went for it.
It's not an answer, but it's a I don't know, a band-aid. Tangle Snap. It tangles you like a net.
Fair enough.
So we don't die yet. But I think we die next turn. Our plan might just be to, like, decimate you and then die.
You might have a green rat. You never know.
Does any of this stuff save us? No. Alright, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. We gotta at least activate it on the way out the door. Unfortunately, it's actually a negative because you can just on burial rights whatever we mill.
Yeah, I see some aristocrats there.
Alright. And, yeah. Wow, well, the homebrew. Pretty impressive, taking down the net deck.
The homebrew / net deck.
Taking down the net deck / homebrew.
So I guess what did we learn from these games? First of all, I should probably not run multiples of the best cards in my deck.
Well, in your defense, I had 2 copies of my Arachnus Web, so I kind of broke that rule too. Mm-hmm. Everything else was singleton though. So I think my deck, it was not that powerful. And that was even after I sort of tried to amp up the power a little bit after we saw our deck list. I added like a Garrick Wildspeaker. I added the Monument that was actually pretty sweet. So I did have some things there, but part of it is just being mono green too. Even if I was like going all out, a mono green deck is probably going to have a hard time against go wide decks since we don't really get wraths and stuff. I think my main hope, which I just didn't draw it, which is part of the singleton deck, but I did have a couple of ways to finish the game. One of the big ones was Bellowing Tangleworm, which gives all my green creatures Intimidate, so I could potentially just swing in with all my janky spiders and kill you in one shot. So, I don't know. What did you think about the matchup, Tomer?
I think there was definitely a balance issue. I made a deck that was basically something you could pick up and play in just normal casual environments and do quite well. This is actually just an Aristocrats deck when it comes down to it. It has the Cartel Aristocrats, it has the Blood Artists, and it has just a lot of token makers, sacrifice outlets, and you win the game in a pretty straightforward fashion. Plus, it had a little bit of reanimation to have a longer game as well. So it probably didn't really fit the spirit of what we're trying to do. If I did it again, I would have taken out just all the Cartel Aristocrats and for sure taken Teza or Scion to a singleton. And even then, it would have been a very powerful deck in some regards if it drew well. I think my main issue when I was building the deck, it was really hard to find cards that fit the theme. As you said, there's no real way of searching by artwork. So if you could search like net or house by artwork, then it probably would have been a little bit easier to do, but there's no such resource out there. So I probably just should have had more duplicates of the jankier cards, like the Sheldor and Home Guard, for example. Despite it actually working out quite well, it was one of the jankier cards in the deck. Nothing else that I could have mentioned of note in the deck. The only other thing that I wanted to show you that I didn't get to show you was Uncle Isven, because he is another family member that you could have had in a house. So we had the Mother of Runes. I didn't realize Grandmother Senjur was a card, or else I would have thrown her in there too. But I did have Uncle Isven. I didn't see any like father or brother or sister figures, but it was nice to find some family members to throw in there. Also, I had Kitchen Finks, because there's kitchens in households usually. So those are two cute ones. Otherwise, yeah, the deck kind of did what it was supposed to do, and you saw the cards that it was supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, especially the first game, I don't think it was actually that far off. Like, with the monument out, I think it's possible with a little bit better drawing, we maybe could have got there, but you had some cards that were just super hard for us to deal with, especially with the Mother of Runes. Most of our removal is the random, like, enchantment type stuff. There's also, like, Ether Web and Arachnus Web and stuff like that, and the fact that Mother of Runes can just make it fall off really makes our deck a lot worse. I think even in the second game, if you didn't have Tisa that was active to kill our stuff, it at least would have been more of a fight. Like, we could have Summoning Trap for our spider, blocked something, got the web on the Mother of Runes, and maybe went from there. So, I don't know. I think they're challenging themes to build around because they're not as heavily supported as some of the other themes we've done. So I think there is kind of a stretch, and I think it would be really sweet if there was a resource for flavor building somehow. I don't know how you would go about doing it. It's probably a huge project to go through all the art and like classify it by what's in the artwork, but that would be such an amazing resource. Even for Commander and other casual formats, I would make use of that all the time if that was a thing that was out there. So who knows, maybe someday someone will undertake that project and try to have some sort of art search available.
I think it would be a huge thing in the casual community. Like you said, like in Commander, a lot of people actually do want to build decks based on artwork. I know there's like a popular one, like ladies looking left and like men looking right or something like that. And there is demand out there. There's just no resource for it. And even though it's like a small community, that community would love to have a way to search by artwork, for example. Anyway,
Tomer, thanks for taking the time to hang out and do it. It's always a blast to play these fun janky decks.
Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
And thanks to everyone for watching. So that wraps up This or That Homebrews or Net Decks. We'll be back at some point in the future with another one. Until then, if you have any sweet ideas for topics for This or That Magic, make sure to let us know in the comments. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.